Okay, hi, I'm Eddie from MultiplicityAndMe, a channel dedicated to erasing the stigma of DID, also known as dissociative identity disorder. Don't know what this has got really to do with that, but I'm here and I'm doing it and it's been voted on and this is what people want. This is what like our peeps want to see in that, so I'm here doing it for you. Yeah, this has been voted on by our patrons, and as lovely as the guys are, I'm wondering why. But that's fine, I'll do it for you guys, so sending love. But yeah, I don't really get why I guess we're doing a cooking video, but you know, I don't know what stigma that erases against DID. Maybe that we could be trusted with a really sharp knife. I don't know. Maybe that's the whole premise of the episode. So, alters don't shank people. Lesson learned. So today I thought, well, okay, people have voted on something for me to do and something for me to cook. What should I cook? I'm trying to be good with my language, can I say? It's difficult. So I thought, right, okay, I'm gonna try and cook something relevant-ish, but how do you make it relevant? I'm gonna cook something that people might want, and I thought, well, we have quite like a lot of overseas subscribers and people in America, so I thought I'd actually make my Sunday dinner, which is what Brits do in the UK every Sunday. A lot of people get together and have a Sunday dinner. Whether it's with friends, family, or just like on your Todd, it's a proper common thing to do. If you don't know as well, like everyone makes this Sunday dinner different in the UK, so I'm gonna just teach you the way I do it. That's not to say like you might like it, you might think it's a load of bollocks, but either way, this is the way I do a Sunday dinner, and this is the way that I do it for my family and for our friends and for anyone who might want it. Yeah, you know, and if you hate it, it's your fault because you made it. So, don't blame me. Okay, so what kinds of things are we gonna need for chicken dinner? Well, obviously, you're gonna need your chicken. Here is the chicken. This one's a large one, so cooking times and temperatures may vary depending on the size of your cock. Okay, well, I do mine with sweet potatoes, kalettes rather than kale. You can use kale, but I think kalettes are like fancier looking. Carrots, these are the ones where I don't even have to bother chopping them, I can just shove them in a steamer, so great. Leeks, because honestly, these bad boys inside that sweet potato is like luxury. And then finally broccoli. I got purple sprouting broccoli because purple's my favourite colour. I'm not that like culinarily expertly inclined to know if it tastes no different. I just like it because it's purple, you know, makes the dish look a bit more colourful. Okay, first of all, wash your hands. You know, you don't know where they've been. I've already done that. So once you've washed your hands, don't forget to put your hair up and out your face. I know you're looking at me as if to say, yeah, well, what, you know, all this hair is in your face. Yeah, I get that. This is just like for looks, for prettiness. This is like the way I'm feeling fly like. But at the end of the day, if my hair's in my own food, am I gonna give much of a toss? No. So if you're cooking, if you're cooking for other people, you make sure that hair is at your face. Okay, so hygiene rules are now over. Where to go next? Oh my days, I forgot to turn the oven on. Great start, excellent start. Right, make sure you turn your oven on right the way to about 200 degrees Celsius. I have no idea what that's in Fahrenheit, babes. You're gonna have to look it up. A lot of people do stuffing too, but I'm not doing stuffing because I'm a basic bitch. So you just have to have the chicken and like it. Oh, my days, my drawer's open. There, it looks a bit neater now, doesn't it? So, thanks. My drawers are open for the world to see, dear. Okay, so the first thing we are gonna do with this big mother clucker is pour some water in the bottom. Basically, however much you want for gravy, if you're gonna be naughty. Okay, once you've put water in the base, You can either do a good or a naughty, oh shit. You can either do it a good or a naughty way. The good way is to use fry light, the naughty way is to just use oil. So whether you're being nice or being naughty, that's the way it goes. So whether you're being nice or being naughty, it makes a difference. So I'm just going to spray oil this because I genuinely don't see the difference in much in taste, whether or not you use a spray oil or you use like pouring oil. So I'm going to spray this little bucket of bits. Squirt until it hurts, babe. Squirt until it hurts. Once your chicken is nice and moist with a bit of oil, just put some salt and pepper on. Oh, mate, you serious? Oh no, I feel like sterilise that now. Okay, once you've done that as well, I like to put a little stock cube on top. Just crumble it over, don't worry if it falls in the thing as well. It's all part of it. Once the stock cube's in, we just baste it, baste the chicken, nice. If you pour the boiling water directly on it initially, what will happen is it will shrivel. So you have a shrivelly little cock sat in your moist basin. It's beautiful, that. You get your roll of foil, like that. Don't have to be fancy, definitely not fancy by my standards. And just cover it up like that. Don't leave it thumb out, cover it thumb as well. Right. So that's it now. And once it's done, you then put it into your preheated oven. Woo! Don't fall out on me now, boy. Whew, that was up. Put it in the preheated oven. The first time on a large chicken, you want to put it in there for a good hour and 15 minutes is how I would leave it. But just check on it, just look at it, it's fine. You've got to take it out then anyway so you can see how it's doing. Okay, now it's time to get this bad boy out of the oven. Oosh. There it is. Good lads. That's what we like to see. And this is how you make it crispy. So from here, what we do, put it back into the oven for another 45 minutes, just as it is. A bit naughty, if you fancy and being naughty. And these are a British classic called Yorkshire puddings. And here is the perfect way I like to get a nice, juicy, fat Yorkshire pie. I'm doing 70 grams of plain flour, 100 litres of milk, and 2 eggs. Is a little pinch of salt and pepper as well is all you need, and plus some oil. You can use vegetable or sunflower oil, but you need proper oil and can't use fry light. So these are very naughty little things if you fancy a little pud with your Sunday dinner. Okay, make sure you sieve the flour. I forgot to say this recipe will also do about 12 Yorkshire puddings. So obviously double it, halve it, depends what you want to do. Done that, crack 2 eggs in. Okay, once we've done that and you've got your mixture, you've got your little eggs and you've got your bit of flour, you need to beat these little buggers until they're smooth. Stabby, 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 stabby. It's probably not a good thing to sing like while I'm, you know, being able to raising that stereotype and that. Oh, now Jenna, eat your heart out, babes. So you've got like a mixture that looks a little bit like that. You need to get 100 ml of milk. Which ain't much. But on my days, excuse this really scabby jug. Look, this scabby jug, bless it, we actually had it at uni. You know, at that time that you eat like noodles out of a baguette and that. Yeah, it's seen some rough shit. Okay, I should have said as well, gradually add your 100 ml of milk to the mixture. Just a little bit at a time, slow and steady wins the race. And you've got to do this until it's completely lump free. Don't have no lumpy puds, they've got to be nice and smooth. Give it a bit of flavour, because otherwise it will taste like nothing. Actually, I might have been a bit too loud. Otherwise it will taste like nothing, is what I said. So, salt and pepper. I keep doing it. I keep talking over myself while I'm trying to do stuff, and then it's not gonna sound. Well, I don't know if you're gonna hear me. To be honest, we can always try. Voila! You have one pud lump-free mixture. Happy with that one? Good. First and foremost, stick it in the fridge. Demonstration of putting this into a fridge. Well, I'm sure you guys are capable of doing that. You don't need me to show you. Voila. In the fridge it goes. So I'm going to leave it in there and prep the rest of my veg. And then there's not really much more to go, so stay put. Put a little bit of dash of oil in each one, just enough to cover the base. And I make sure you pop it back in then with the chicken. I've got a second oven, so I'm proper lucky and fortunate. But I'm going to pop it in at the hottest temperature it will go. Until that's all sorted. So, in it goes. Once you've done that, you can start chopping your vegetables. In this case, all I need are 2 large sweet potatoes. I think in the US they call them yams. I might be wrong. They ain't yaks though. I think a yak is a moose, isn't it? Yeah, don't chop up one of them yaks because I think it's a moose. Okay, once all your sweet potatoes are cut into sensible shapes that are going to cook about the same time and length, shove them all into a boiling pan of water or bring it to the boil. It's not going to make much difference at this stage, just stick it in a pan. Stick it in a pan with a bit of salt and bring to the boil. Next thing is to wash and chop your leeks. Take off the ends. And take off the super green bits because nobody's eating them. And once they've all been chopped, nice and fancy, we can put them to one side, ready for frying off in a bit. So we want it not in a silicone pan, because I've got silicone ones of these as well. You want it in a metal one so it proper gets hot. The whole point is this pan is as hot as you can get it. Cool.
Not quite 12, but...
Not quite.
Not quite. 9.
8, 9. Well, either way.
1 plus 1, that's 2 quick
This is
maths.
what they look like,
So.
yeah? So, ready, my gorgeous assistant? In they go. And you put them in there then for 20 to 25 minutes. And then they're all salted. Okay, and literally I'm just gonna be so lazy and put all the vegetables into the steamer. You don't have to use the steamer though, obviously. You could just boil it on hot water on the hob. So it depends what you want to do. Okay, so we're 20 minutes near done where our chicken should be. So I'm just gonna set the timer for 20 minutes. And let it do its thing. Word of warning about kale. Word of warning about kale. If you don't cook it thoroughly, it's probably bitter and it's nasty. So make sure your kale is cooked thoroughly. If you're being good, add some lovely. Oh, it's all over the side. If you're being good, add some butter spray oil. If you're being naughty, add some actual butter. Add some salt and pepper to that bad boy. That would do with everything else. So once your potatoes are done, just drain them off and put them back in. You can either use one of these ricers like this, or you can just mash it. And to be fair, I can't be bothered, so I'm just gonna go and mash it. You can add butter and you can add milk if you're feeling naughty. If not, you can leave it the way they are because sweet potatoes are quite buttery in themselves. Obviously you can serve leek and the sweet potato on their own, but we recommend personally that you put the leeks inside the sweet potato mash and get them mashing all together because it gives it such a good flavour. Your steamer, your veg should nearly be done. This should be coming off and we should be mashing our mash. Okay, ready we go down. Oh. I mean, look at that beautiful, crispy, golden brown chicken licking. Look at it. Doing well, babes, doing well. So, yeah. So, the gravy is coming along nice. This is the stock that you'll get left with once you remove the chicken and put it up for the plucking. So, then what we do, we just add some gravy granules in there. I mean, a lot of main chefs would like tell you no, and then it's wrong, but it doesn't matter. And then you just give it a mix until all them granules are like dissolved and your mixture starts to thicken up. Of course, if you're having like healthier gravy, you just discard this stock and just use the granules to match thicker consistency. So you can make your gravy as thick or as thin as you like. That's about it at the moment. Okay, time to do it. Ooh. That's hot. And we put, well done. Ready. Ooh. Sexy curds ready for you. Look at that. That is a banging Yorkshire pud. Perfect. And then you can serve. Okay, and there you have our version of a British Sunday dinner. Ta-da! After all that hard work, Fable's licking the gravy. Nice, Fabe. After all that hard work, we're now ready to tuck in.
Finally.
Thanks, ready? Bit of champers.
Cheers.
Ching ching. I've been ruining the ambience there, though. I shouldn't have given that to you.
Lick, scrape, scrape, lick, scrape, lick, lick.
So yeah, that is proper. It's proper Sunday dinner. It's a massive portion that I ain't gonna get through.
Sorry, I don't know how to be on camera.
I ain't gonna get through that, but I'm gonna give it a good old go. But Gaz is the man. He can do it.
I'm gonna try.
Gaz, he's our man. He can't do it.
No one can. Ed taught me how to cook. Prior to being in a relationship with Jess and Ed, I didn't really have a clue to cook. I could make pot noodles and like heat up tin food, but I didn't know ever how to cook anything from scratch. I was never really taught how to, and I never needed to. So Ed properly taught me how to cook, season, and do things. So now I'm quite adventurous with actually making meals. So before I'd stress out like, I can't even boil a fucking egg. But now I was like, you know what, I want to try making this, and I'd be quite adventurous with it. I do get, if nothing works like literally to the most minute second that I've timed everything to, I do get stressed. I need Ed to bring me back down a peg. Because
Gaz makes the most amazing pies, like shepherd's pie, cottage pie, pie.
Generally, my pies are fantastic. My shepherd's pie and cottage pie are bloody brilliant.
Whereas
my lasagna is fantastic.
That wasn't like a territory I've been to before. I've never really cooked pies, but Gaz did.
After we got married, me and Jess obviously went vegetarian for just in the 6 months, I think it was. But in that time, I learned loads of different vegetarian recipes.
Well, we all did technically.
Yeah, we all did. But that garden pie that I made, that garden veg pie. Oh. So nice. That's a
You're cooking with Gaz video next time.
To be fair, I'll have to make. To be fair, I'd love to, but I'd probably keep it simple. I'd probably make a shepherd's pie, to be honest, because I know I'm really damn good at doing it.
Gaz's shepherd's pie, delish.
Cute.
You're delish.
You're delish. You're a dish yourself. You're a snack.
Snack doesn't sound. I think
you're an after dinner snack.
Excuse me. I thought I was like the main course or the fucking dessert, not like a snack.
Right, okay, hold on a second. It's the later part of 2018. Every hot person is a snack.
I'm not going to be a snack. I want something like more
you got to get down with the kids. You're a snack.
I want to be more committed.
Oh my god, alright, we'll go back to 2006. You're a main course.
Thanks, I love you too.
I love you too.